Hi everyone, it's Sandy and today is Monday, January 21st. It is currently 2:26 p.m. I woke up around 9 a.m. I made a simple breakfast, just basic avocado toast. I really enjoy eating that. I never always have both bread and avocado at home, so when I do, I always take that opportunity to make myself avocado toast. I also really like to add garlic powder into the avocado toast and I think that tastes really good. And then after eating breakfast, I began doing some homework. Since today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, I don't have classes, so I definitely had to take advantage of this free time that I had to do homework. This is actually week 2 of the semester and I already have a ton of readings to do, so I spent a lot of my day doing that. Whenever I have to do readings for class, I like to take notes and that always takes so long for me to get through. I still have 2 more chapters for a class that I want to do notes on. I probably won't get through both of those chapters, but definitely one of them because I have that class tomorrow. I'm tired from doing stuff for classes, so I'm going to take a break and I'm going to read The Wicked King by Holly Black. This is the second book in the Cruel Prince. There's a lot of hype surrounding the release of The Wicked King. I'm currently on chapter 19, which is page 179. I'm a little bit over halfway through the book and I don't really like it so far. I'm just kind of bored reading this book. I did really enjoy The Cruel Prince. It wasn't like a favorite read of mine. I gave it like 4 out of 5 stars. I was looking forward to reading this book, but I just wasn't as like super excited about it as most people were. I did place this book on hold from my library and I surprisingly got it pretty quickly. In like 5 days since the release, I received an email from the library saying that this book was available for me to check out, so I went to the library and checked it out. I've been slowly reading this book since last week. With the new semester, I just haven't had much time to read anything that's not school related. I'm excited to get back into this book, and the reason why I'm not enjoying it so far is that it's just very court intrigue driven. It's very focused on the politics of the world, and without going into any spoilers, but it's really focused on Jude trying to maintain this position that she's in, and there's just not a lot happening in general. I do like books that have to do with some sort of political aspect, but with this book specifically, it's just way too focused on that, and I just want to see other things because I'm just tired of reading about it at this point. It's a bit later now. I took a shower, I had dinner and everything, and it's currently 8:18 p.m. So earlier today when I vlogged saying that I was going to read, I read like 20 pages and then I took like a 1-hour nap, so yeah, that happened. It was definitely a much needed nap though, because the night before I was working a closing shift. I worked like 8.5 hours and it was just a really busy night. But last night was my last day working at that particular job because I got a new job on campus, which is definitely a lot more preferable because my new job is really flexible. I have a set schedule. I don't need to work on weekends, which is really nice. I have my weekends back, which is something that I have not had in a really long time. I'm currently on chapter 21, which is on page 205. So enough talking, I'm going to read and I'm going to snack on some gummy bears. I'm on page 217 and something just happened. Not going to go into spoilers, but damn. It's currently a little past 11 p.m. I should be going to bed right now, and I am, right after I finish talking about The Wicked King. I'm currently on chapter 27 and I have about this much left in the book, so I'm almost done. I probably would have pushed through reading it if I didn't have class tomorrow at 10, and Tuesdays are my longest days of the week. I'm definitely enjoying the second half of the book a lot more, but it's definitely not a 4-star read. This is probably going to be like a 2.5 or 3-star read. I really wasn't expecting to not like this book as much. Like I mentioned earlier, I really enjoyed the first one and I was really looking forward to seeing where the story went, but not a lot happens in this book. This book is definitely very slow due to the fact that it's like very political driven. I gotta go to bed now, so I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good morning everyone. It is Tuesday, January 22nd and it's 8:23 a.m. My first class today is at 10. I'm currently getting ready. I just put on moisturizer, and while I'm getting ready, I'm going to listen to the audiobook Under a Painted Sky by Stacey Lee. I've had this book on my TBR for a really long time now. I put it on my winter break TBR. Didn't get a chance to get to it during winter break, but I'm getting to it now. I'll quickly talk about like what the book is about. It basically follows this Chinese American teenager named Samantha. It takes place in Missouri in like 1850s. Samantha encounters this runaway slave and together they are on the Oregon Trail disguised as boys heading to California. I know that's not really, oh shit, I messed up. I know that's not like a really great synopsis, but it's really hard to, you know, talk and do my makeup at the same time. It's currently 5 o'clock. I just got off work like 20 minutes ago and my next class isn't until 6:30, so I'm just chilling in a corner eating dinner before class starts. Hi everyone, so it's now Wednesday, January 23rd. It's about 9:30 a.m. and I didn't vlog a lot yesterday because Tuesdays are actually my longest days. I only have 3 classes on Tuesdays, but one of my classes is a night class from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And so on Tuesdays, I'm usually on campus pretty much from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And I also had like a meeting yesterday at 2 p.m. that lasted like 30 minutes. And then I also worked from 4 to 5 p.m. So it was just like a lot of things that I had to go to, and so I was walking around campus, so I didn't do a lot of vlogging. Today I do have one class which is from like 12:35 to 2:25. It's a 2-hour class and it's a photography class. I have this class twice a week and it's 2 hours each class, so that's like 4 hours a week, which I think is a really long time, because for all the other classes that I'm in, it's usually like 2.5 hours for each class that we're meeting a week. And so for this photography class, for some reason it's 4 hours a week. But I am excited to learn more about photography since I've always had an interest in it. After that photography class, I have work from 2:30 to 5, and then I have a meeting at 5. So today's also going to be a long day. Even before my photography class, I have a meeting like at 11:30, which shouldn't take that long. I didn't read anything yesterday. I still have like a very small chunk of The Wicked King left, so it's now like 9 p.m. This day has just been a blur, honestly. Since the semester started, all of my days have just gone by really fast, and I feel like I don't have time to do anything. But I do want to mention that I did finish The Wicked King, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I didn't really enjoy this book. As you can probably tell from the things that I've been saying earlier on in this vlog, I'm just really surprised that I didn't enjoy this book as much, because I know that so many people love it, and I did enjoy The Cruel Prince. It just wasn't like a favorite read of mine. So I was excited to still go into this book, and I thought that I would enjoy this book a lot more than The Cruel Prince. But most of this book is just political scheming and lots of political intrigue, and usually I am interested in that, but I didn't care enough about the characters to actually be invested in any of that. I also was really looking forward to reading more interactions between Jude and Cardan, but I felt like we didn't get enough of them together in this book. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to give this book a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah. I also want to talk about Under a Painted Sky. I'm a little bit over halfway through the book, and I'm also not enjoying this book very much. This is a historical fiction book, and I'm personally not a huge fan of historical fiction, but I really enjoyed Stacey Lee's other book called Outrun the Moon, and that's also kind of historical fiction. Since most of this book takes place on the Oregon Trail, it just seems very westerny, and I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that's like a correct description of it. The two main characters also encounter a group of cowboys, and they're kind of working together to get through the Oregon Trail. And so like this book is just very westerny feeling, and I'm just not into that. And I personally don't have any interest in reading about cowboys or like any western books. I don't know, that's just not what I like to read. I do like the two main characters, Samantha and Anna May. Since they're disguised as boys, they go by the name of Sammy and Andy. I really like the friendship that they have developed with one another. I don't know if it's like the audiobook that's impacting my enjoyment of the story. I feel like sometimes with audiobooks I don't get as invested in the story as I probably would if I have read the book, so that may be one factor that's impacting my enjoyment of the story. Since I finished The Wicked King, I want to pick up another book to read, and prior to getting this book I was actually going to pick now I gotta walk. Prior to picking up The Wicked King, I was actually going to start another book, and the book is like all the way over there, and I'm feeling really lazy to walk all the way over there, and I'm currently debating whether or not I should get up and walk to my dresser. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So as soon as I got up, I just realized that I had the dust jacket on my bookshelf, and I'd rather show the dust jacket than a naked book. And that book is The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. I just have a feeling that I'm going to fly through this book, and hopefully I enjoy it. So all I know about this book is that it follows the main character Avery, who is a part of a secret society. She is apparently the key to some sort of ancient prophecy, and because of that she has to follow like a bunch of clues throughout Europe. So this is a book that I'm going to start. I'm going to try to read like a chapter or two of this book tonight just to get a feel of it, and if I'm not feeling this book, then I might put it down and pick up another book. Hi everyone, so it's now Thursday. It's almost 9 a.m. and I'm about to leave my house. I have 2 classes today, but I probably won't get home till maybe like 6:30 or 6 p.m. Both of my classes today are criminal justice related. These 2 classes are actually new classes that were introduced this semester. The first one that I have at 10 is called Childhood Exposure to Violence, and then the second one is called Miscarriages of Justice. Those classes are really interesting and I'm enjoying them so far. I'm done with classes like at 12:45, but then I have a meeting at 1 p.m. and then I usually like to go volunteer with an organization I'm a part of at 4 p.m. on Thursdays. Before I go, I do want to say that I read up to like page 20 in The Conspiracy of Us. I don't really have anything to say just because it's the very beginning of the book, but I'm definitely looking forward to learning more about the characters and this whole secret society thing. So it's currently 7:32 p.m. and I got home like 15 minutes ago. I actually had dinner with a friend today and we went to go get sushi, and I literally had sushi with that same friend at the same restaurant last week, and we spontaneously decided to go back. The place has sushi nachos, which is something that I've never tried before, and it was so good. I really liked it. And then we ordered 4 rolls. 2 of them were the same rolls because we had that the week before and we like fell in love with that roll. So it's definitely a new favorite roll of mine because it's deep fried, and anything that's deep fried is delicious. I wanted to get bubble tea after getting sushi because I was craving it, but I didn't want to drive all the way there, and I really don't want to be spending money on bubble tea. I literally had bubble tea twice last week, and then I had it again the week before, so I just need to stop spending all my money on bubble tea because that's more expensive than coffee. I don't really buy coffee from Starbucks or Dunkin', but bubble tea is like my coffee. If I had the money to, I'd drink that every day, but I shouldn't because it has a lot of sugar. Tomorrow's Friday and I don't have any classes on Fridays, which is really nice, but I do have work tomorrow and I have a meeting tomorrow as well. So what was it going? I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Since today's Thursday, that means Brooklyn Nine-Nine is airing tonight. So shout out to my Parabatai Trin. I talk about Trin all the time, so if you're not subscribed to Trin, please check her out because I love her videos and she's a hilarious person and I just love her in general. She's the main reason why I decided to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I know that so many people love that show, but I felt like it wasn't a show that I was going to like, but Trin talks about it a lot and I was like, okay, I want to watch this show now. All of the episodes were on Hulu, so throughout last semester I was binging Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and after finishing all the seasons, I felt like my life was empty without being able to watch new episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And now that there's a new season of the show, it's nice to be able to watch an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine every week. I do wish the episodes were longer because 30 minutes is not enough. With commercials and everything, it's more like 20 minutes, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine has definitely become one of my new favorite shows. Grey's Anatomy is also usually on Thursdays and it's on tonight, but since I didn't get home until like pretty much like 7:15, the episode already started, so I'm just going to wait till tomorrow to catch up on Grey's Anatomy. I don't know why I still watch Grey's Anatomy. I don't really like that show anymore, but I'm just still invested in it. After watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I'm going to take a shower and then try to get some reading done for The Conspiracy of Us, which I have right over here, and hopefully I'll get through a good chunk of this book. Hi everyone, so it's Friday. I didn't vlog earlier today before I left to go to school. It's currently 3:11 p.m. I just got off work and it's really cold outside. I was gonna cave in and get bubble tea today, but I think I'm just gonna go home because it's cold and it's starting to snow. I just got home and I have this package in the mail and it says it's from Penguin Random House, and I don't get packages from publishers very often, and I also didn't request any books, so I'm curious to see what's in this package. So I'm gonna open it. Ooh, it's called The Last Voyage of Poe Blythe by Ali Condi. This is an ARC, but I haven't heard of the title before. I am familiar with the author, who is the author of the Match trilogy. So the back says, "Who do you become when you have nothing left to lose? There is something Poe Blythe, the 17-year-old captain of the Outpost's last mining ship, wants far more than the gold they tear from the Serpentine River. Revenge. Poe has vowed to annihilate the river raiders who robbed her of everything 2 years ago, but as she navigates the treacherous waters of the Serpentine and realizes there might be a traitor among her crew, she must also reckon with who she has become, who she wants to be, and the ways love can change and shape you, even and especially when you think all is lost." This story is also blurred by Saba Tahir and Renee Adier, so thank you Penguin for sending this to me. It's Saturday now and it's currently like 9 a.m. and I need to film a video today. I received an uppercase package earlier this week, but I haven't gotten the chance to film a video yet, so I'm doing that today. And usually I don't like getting ready to just film one video, especially if it's just an unboxing, but I didn't really have time to think of another video idea and to plan that out. So I'm just gonna film this one video, and I've been vlogging all week, so that technically counts as another video. So I'm currently getting ready to film the video. Thought I'd just vlog and talk about stuff. I haven't really talked about Under a Painted Sky by Stacey Lee, which is the audiobook that I've been listening to all week. Like I talked about earlier, it's just like the whole Western setting that I'm not into, and all the characters are just kind of okay to me. I really like the two main characters, Samantha and Anime, but the other characters that they're traveling with are just kind of okay. They're all cowboys. There's like sort of a romance in this book, but not really. So like Samantha has a crush on one of these cowboys named Wes, and it's clear that Wes has a crush on her as well. Samantha is technically posing as a boy, so considering the time setting that this book is set in, I guess that's conflicting for Wes. I just don't really get why Sam likes him and why he likes her. I just feel like he doesn't really have a personality. I don't usually like wearing foundation because like I don't like having a lot of stuff on my face, and foundation just feels like a lot sometimes. So I usually just stick with concealer, and I just usually do my under eyes, and then I'll just like try to spread it around my face if I can. Now I'm going to powder my face. Sometimes when I have time and when I'm feeling it, I'll do like eyeshadow and eyeliner, but I'm not doing that today because I'm just filming one video. I'll just go straight to my eyebrows. So it's currently like 10:10 a.m. I immediately changed out of the shirt that I was wearing after filming because it was kind of scratchy on the back because of the tag, and I couldn't stand wearing it anymore. But I finished filming, and my room is currently a mess. It's always a mess after filming, and oh my god, that was really bright. But my room always gets messy after filming, and this is currently the state of my bed. It's not that messy because I only filmed an unboxing of one book, but if I ever film like a wrap up or a book haul, my book. What am I saying? My bed is just covered in books, and like my floor is kind of messy too, so I gotta vacuum soon. Right now I am currently editing the video, so here is the unboxing video that I did. Definitely check out the full video if you haven't seen it yet. I really like this box, and I'm really excited about the book that was included. So I'm going to go ahead and hope to finish editing this video today, and I definitely need to start editing this vlog because I'm sure I have like a ton of footage and it's going to be a nightmare to edit. I do have some readings to do for school, but I'm going to try to get to that later today and then tomorrow as well. So it's about 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Right now I'm going to be doing readings for my criminal justice class, which is the childhood exposure to violence, and there are 2 articles that we have to read, which I think totals up to like 30 pages, and then I have 2 more chapters for other classes to read. It's currently almost 3 p.m. but I'm going to head out with my parents to do some grocery shopping, and I'm going to bring The Conspiracy of Us with me. I think I got through like 100 pages into the book last night, and I think it's okay so far. I'm still like getting into the story, but I'll definitely talk more about this book tonight, and hopefully I'll get through a good chunk of it during the car ride to the different places we're shopping at. It's currently 10:30 p.m. I wanted to update you all on The Conspiracy of Us. I'm currently like halfway through the book. I'm currently on page 150, and I honestly don't have much to say about this book. I think it's kind of mediocre so far. The book is definitely really fast paced. I like all of the action going on, but I'm still getting to know the characters, so I'm not invested in the story yet. I was planning on reading some of this book tonight, but honestly I'm just not feeling it, so I'm just going to continue reading this book tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this book tomorrow. If not, then soon. That's pretty much it. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good morning everyone. Today is Sunday. It's like 9 a.m. right now. I woke up like 45 minutes ago. I just had breakfast, and now it's time to get started on some readings for classes. I have 2 more chapters to read. One chapter is for my psychological testing and assessment class, and then my other reading is for my miscarriages of justice class. That reading isn't due until this upcoming Thursday, so I do have some time to get to it, but I usually like to get all of my readings done the weekend before the upcoming week. So it's currently 3:37 p.m. I am officially done with all of my readings for this upcoming week. Right now I just need some much deserved me time where I just lay in bed and scroll through my phone, and then maybe a little bit after that I might take like a 30-minute nap because I'm just kind of tired from reading my textbooks. Right now in my miscarriages of justice class we're talking about eyewitness identification and how memory is very fragile. We've been talking about lineup procedures and factors that can influence memory. It's definitely some really interesting stuff, but I'm glad that I'm finally finished with that chapter because it did take a while to get through. It's currently 6 p.m. I've been reading a little bit of The Conspiracy of Us. I'm currently on chapter 26, and that's on page 189, and that's like a little bit halfway through the book. But I think I'm going to DNF this book. I don't really DNF books, but I think I'm just gonna do it with this book. The story is definitely very action-packed, and I love how fast-paced it is, but at the same time, I'm just not connecting with the story, and I just don't feel like reading this anymore. So I'm just gonna put this book down, and I honestly don't think I'll ever get back to reading it because this has been a book that's been on my shelves for a really long time, and I've always put off reading this book. Now that I have a feel of what this book is about, I'm just not interested in it anymore, so I'm just gonna put this book down. And so right now, I actually have like an hour left in Under a Painted Sky, so I'm just going to pick up the physical copy of this and try to finish it up tonight. I just checked, I'm currently on page 338, so I have like this much left, so I can definitely finish this book tonight. So once I finish this book, I will definitely wrap up the vlog with some of my final thoughts. So I finally finished Under a Painted Sky, and I think I'm going to rate this book a 3 out of 5 stars. I do like the different themes that the story deals with, such as music, friendship, and family. The story also addresses issues of race and gender. It is a good story, but like I mentioned throughout the vlog, the setting just isn't what I like to read. So to quickly wrap up the reading vlog, the first book that I finished this week is The Wicked King by Holly Black, which I gave a 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then I finished Under a Painted Sky, which I gave a 3 out of 5 stars. And then lastly, I DNF'd The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. Thank you so much for watching this reading vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!